Three, two, one.
Hi, this is Genesis, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So after many fans was already suspecting that maybe Kovalev threw the fight for money or for whatever reasons, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Kovalev comes out with an interesting admission. He just said that he only took this fight for money and it was, quote, impossible for him to win the fight. Why would a fighter, I've never even heard a fighter say something like that after he lost. He said it was impossible for him to win. Matter of fact, let me quote exactly what Kovalev said. Quote, given the conditions, it was impossible to win. You are ignoramuses since you thought I could win. I climbed into this weight with torment and sleepless nights because it was a financially interesting offer. End quote. I can tell you guys right now, this comment right here, it draws more suspicion and it puts more of a darker cloud on top of the win for Canelo Alvarez. And it truly does make sense when Kovalev said he only took this fight just for financial gain. He made $12 million in this fight, but for the most part, he didn't even look like he really came to win. I mean, there were rounds in this fight where Kovalev was doing really well. In fact, I was watching this fight, listening to the UK commentary team, and they actually had Kovalev winning the fight before he got stopped. I mean, we already knew that Canelo Alvarez, he took this fight because Kovalev was the weakest link at the light heavyweight division. But it seemed in this fight that Kovalev, he could have did a little bit more if he wanted to. Because once again, it seemed like there were moments in this fight where he was doing really well. And then he would take his foot off the gas and he would throw these little push jabs. Sometimes he would throw hard right hands, and then other times later on, he would just throw pity-pat right hands. So when Sergey says it was impossible for him to win, that could be interpreted many different ways. Is he admitting that he took a dive for $12 million? Or is he just simply saying he knew he didn't have enough time to prepare for this fight, he knew he was no longer the same Sergey Kovalev, etc., etc., etc.? Whatever he's saying, once again, it doesn't make the win look good for Canelo Alvarez. You know, the irony of this is I told you guys from the beginning, from the time this fight was signed, I told you that this would be one of Canelo Alvarez's easiest fights. I predicted he's going to knock out Kovalev and it'll be very easy for the simple reasons that Kovalev, he's no longer the same Sergey. He's the weakest link. He's already been knocked out twice and he has no inside game. And Canelo Alvarez is a great inside fighter. He's a great body puncher. So I gave Sergey no chance. But actually, Sergey did way better than I thought he would do. When I was watching this fight, I kept hearing the commentators say over and over that round probably would go to Kovalev because Canelo just isn't doing enough. He's not doing enough. He's going to have to do a little bit more. And then all of a sudden, in the 11th round, Canelo Alvarez, he comes out aggressive. And as soon as he lands a punch, Kovalev just crumbles like a ton of bricks. So I don't know, man. It's a pretty bizarre situation. I'm going to wrap this one up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.